Patrick at Pals. Chuck, what are we doing to this Mercedes?
Well, we're going to replace the crank sensor on it. Now, here's what happens when you come to Pals. You come in and the first person you meet is Shelly. She is our office manager up front, who you can't see through the cloudy windows because of the humidity today. And what she will do is document your concerns on the paperwork as a list of whatever it is, and then she'll bring it out and delegate it to me. I will then delegate it and assign it to a technician. That technician will then go through the different diagnostic procedures by scanning the car with a scan tool, test driving the car when necessary, or manually diagnosing something, because not everything comes across on the computer. You can have a mechanical issue like a timing chain or a valve problem, which would have nothing to do with the computer. It may give you no indication whatsoever. Once we've done our diagnostic procedures, me and the technician then talk about the problem and talk about the fix. Once we get done doing that, I do my due diligence and document everything on the paperwork, and then I either call or just sit down and talk to the customer and explain in detail. Like this particular customer, I sat down with and explained what cam sensor, crank sensor correlation was and how it affected how the vehicle ran. Once I explained it to him, it made complete sense to him that they weren't communicating properly, causing the car to run funny. And now what we are doing is Kendall will do the repair on this, where he will replace that sensor.
Okay.
And then once he replaces that sensor, we'll retest and redrive the car.
Now when our customers come in, Chuck, how do they know that they're being treated fairly with the pricing on the car, on the parts?
Well, we're competitive. We make sure that they know that. They always have the option of getting a second opinion, but mostly because of our reputation. If you go read our reviews on the internet, you'll find that we have a fiercely loyal customer base due to the fact that we treat them honestly and fairly. And they know that.
And of course, you don't just pull a figure out of the air. You use all data and other sources to arrive at the pricing on that.
That's correct. We use all data. We use some parts websites. We use a company called Identifix. That's how we use those tools to arrive not only at pricing, but what the repair is.
And of course, it's not a bargain. It's not a bargaining process. The job calls for what it calls for. The parts cost what they cost, and the total is what the total is. So if a customer asks you for an additional discount, you don't typically do that because our prices are fair right off the bat, right?
Correct. Sorry about that. But yeah, no, that is correct.
Okay, so everybody knows that they're going to get a fair shake at Pals. This customer's got a crank sensor. Where's the crank sensor located at, Kendall?
It is on the back side of the engine, about 10 o'clock on top of the transmission.
All right, well, we're going to follow you through changing this crank sensor out, and we'll see the end result. If you've got a Mercedes-Benz, bring it to Pals. See you soon.